Bob Garbowitz, owner of Pesto. I'm here today to show you how to do our traditional cheesy bread recipe, which we did for many years when we were at the markets sampling our pesto and selling our pesto. We've now graduated from this recipe onto a gluten-free pizza crust, which we now make at the markets, but we still get a lot of frequently asked questions as to how do we make that cheesy bread recipe. So we're going to put it on a video here for you so you can see how it's done. Our cheesy bread recipe, we start out with some French bread from Walmart. We lay the slices out on a cookie sheet with foil. Walmart will slice the bread for you if you ask them to do it. Most Walmarts have it already pre-sliced. We use a straight Asiago cheese on the bread. This is a Bel Gioioso Asiago cheese. It's from Wisconsin. It comes pre-shredded to us. Our supplier for the cheese is Mancuso cheese in Joliet. We put a little bit across the top of each piece of bread. It goes in the oven for about 5 minutes at 400 degrees. Just enough to toast the bread a little bit and to melt the cheese. And then when it comes out, we put our pesto and olive oil mixture 1-to-1 on top and serve it up. You don't want to put too much cheese on each piece of bread, but enough to cover the top. The cheese actually prevents the bread from soaking up the extra oil that you're putting on the pesto. The extra oil that you're putting in with the pesto helps distribute a nice thin layer of pesto across the top of the bread. A little goes a long way. Too much pesto is a bad thing at one time. You can never have too much pesto in your fridge or freezer though. Yeah, the cheese is all distributed now on the bread. It's going to go in the oven. And we'll continue with this video in 5 minutes when it comes out of the oven. Okay. This is the fun part. This is where you have to have calluses on your hands to be able to pick up these 400-degree pieces of bread. I like to take the cheese off the edges just so it doesn't fall back inside my pesto container here, the cooked cheese. You just put it on the top, layer it around, serve it up. It's that simple. That's how easy this recipe is. You mix the pesto and the oil together, and all you do is run it off the top. I put a bunch on, but most of it ends up back in the container. And it runs right off without soaking through. That's the cheese that's preventing it from soaking through. This is an awesome recipe that you really need to try yourself. It's real simple to do, and I'm sure even the guys at home could do this. Put some cheese on a bread, melt it, and splash some pesto on it. Isn't that a beautiful sight? Even tastes better.